All right, good morning from Sydney. It's Wednesday morning, and again, we're climbing stairs. This is a shortcut to this area. We're going to have a little bit of breakfast at a restaurant called Pina. And there's your downtown area. Harbor is over that way.
So this restaurant here, Pina in Potts Point area where we're staying, and we're not very far from this place at all. It is really a nice place, really small. We met the owner. The food is fantastic. The atmosphere is great. And there's just so much going on around this area.
Okay, we just had breakfast at the restaurant here in our neighborhood. Actually, this is Potts Point area, and the place is called Pina. I believe that's what they call it. We thought it was Pina, but I think it's Pina. And super good. And now we're on our way to the Botanical Gardens, the Royal Botanical Gardens. So we're on the streets. That's kind of what our area looks like here a little bit. Welcome to the Royal Botanical Gardens. Well, folks, I'll tell you what, it is about 79 degrees already here. It's only a little bit after 8 a.m. And when you stand in that sun, it is freaking hot. I'm telling you right now. That tree is amazing. It's huge. Wow. So it's a Eucalyptus grandius. I would say that the park is pretty well marked. We have good signage here. It tells you which way things are. And the map is pretty self-explanatory. Right now we are traveling north on the path. Wow, it's just really a nice garden. Look at these flowers. Pretty. Especially in the sunlight. Wow, look at this. Boy. Well, this is what you'll see if you come to the Botanical Gardens here in Sydney. Beautiful area. Oh, it feels good here.
Oh my God.
It's so much shade. Oh, it's like paradise right here. But probably should just pull out a blanket and lay down for a bit. Our sleeping last night was a little rough. Unfortunately, we're in a place and we have some guests that are next to our room, and the bathroom is shared. And they were very noisy last night. Literally like taking showers at 1 in the morning and drying their hair. So I don't know. It's kind of brutal. Wow, there you go. There's the water. Here's those arches. Some of the gardens we've been to are very, well, they're not very well kept, but this one is really well kept. And guess what, guys? It is free. We paid a lot of money to go into botanical gardens and are really beat up. So we're very, very poor like signage. So this one is absolutely amazing. That's the Sydney Opera House. And again, this is right outside of the Botanical Gardens here. All right, so right across from the Botanical Gardens is the open air cinema. You can see the screen there, this over the water there. That's the screen that comes up when the movie's going to be played. And we have tickets for the cinema on Thursday evening to watch Wicked right outside here. All right, so this is what the open air cinema looks like. So this is the screen that lifts up right over the harbor here. Some long steps here. More stairs, more stairs. Kind of caught us off guard there. Legs are still a bit sore from our walks here, not gonna lie. But we had a little change in plan, so instead of going to the art museum right now, or art gallery, we're gonna go over toward the Opera House and Bridge, because it's still not the hottest part of the day yet, and we figured if it was hot later, we could go to the museum, and at least it would be indoor, out of the sun, and hopefully air conditioned. lower concourse, opera bar. So these are the shuttles, or I should say ferries. These are the ferries that take you over to the beaches area. And they go quite often. We see them keep coming and going, so they do travel quite a bit. We will be taking one of those. I think we're doing that tomorrow. A really cool outdoor seating area here. It's kind of got this walkway above that goes to the opera house, and this is a lower level. This is the opera bar, and yeah, it's really cool area. I can imagine later in the day it's completely packed with people. Okay, so one of the places we want to go is called Manly Bay, and there's where a bunch of beaches are there. So we just found out that you don't need the Opal card to travel there. You can actually just use a credit card with the with your little chip on it and tap the screen, but you can't do it for two people on the same card. It has to be separate cards. So that's interesting in itself, but that's fine. You just got to make sure you have two different credit cards. All right, so this is the area here. Very simple. Looks like a lot of people are going to the beach, that's for sure. These are all different routes and stuff that these go on. It's a very historical part of the city. This one was from 1881 to 1883. Mercantile Hotel. So redoing this place here after 110 years, it says. It's the original Mercantile Rowing Club. (1884). Wow, look at that area. Looks nothing like it now. 1900. I like the horse by the little barn there. Look at it. 1901. That's it. 1970. Same building we're looking at. 1980. There you go. Yeah, pretty cool. A lot of history down here. History. A lot of historical buildings. And then this is the bridge up here. We're actually kind of headed toward this the Rocks Market area. Just kind of see what it looks like. There's people that are climbing the bridge, so that's something I don't think we're doing, because they literally climb all the way across the top of it, and I think that's maybe a little too far out for us here. All right, we're taking a lift to the bridge here, and then you can walk across. Right here, take a look. Trail here. All right, so if you look at the top there of the bridge along the edge, there are people that are walking there. So that is the area where you can go up and walk over the top of the bridge. They strap you onto a cable. You got a harness and everything. I would do it, but our legs are just too fried from all the stairs and climbing we did at the parks the last couple of days before coming here to Sydney. So would have been cool, but yeah, not going to be doable. Well, what do? You do the 200 steps to the top. There's a ticket though. There's a museum up there. So I don't know. I kind of think we should do it. I think we should do it. Yeah, because we're not doing the other part. I think it'd be kind of cool. Okay, here we go. 200 stairs. Blood, sweat, and fears. These are all the verbiage they use for when they're building the bridge, I guess. It's pretty cool. They have little kind of mock-ups of how everything looked back then. It's like one of the largest expansion bridges in the world. That's how they lifted the guys up. Put them on a hoist and pulled them up. So it's going to cost you about $18 little over 18 bucks American. All right, we're at the top of this pylon here, and 200 steps actually wasn't too bad, except for we're sweating bullets in there because there's like no airflow. Now we're up at the top and looking right across the Sydney Opera House and the downtown area. Alright, you can see the people that are walking on the top there. Well, that's something that would have been really cool to do. But you have to wear their like some kind of jumpsuit or something they've got them wearing, plus a harness and everything. I think it just would be too hot. I mean, it's pretty windy up here, but still, the sun is just rough. So we opted out because it goes all the way across the top to that other side and then comes down the other way. So there you go. A museum that they have in here with the bridge. And took about 7 years for them to complete the bridge. That was from the first time that they started to dig out the earth to the finished product. So 1923, and the bridge opened in 1932, March, and they finally paid the bridge off and complete in 1988. So that's the Sydney Harbor Bridge. That's what the crowd looked like on the bridge in 1932, opening day. All right, walking down the stairs again, leaving the bridge pylon. That was pretty cool. Got a lot of nice photos up there. I think it was a good thing to do. Cost a little bit of money, but you know what? It was, like I said, it was a little over $15 American. So it wasn't too bad. And that's it. Exit only. Up we go. Onto the bridge.
All right, so here's a few time-lapse photos that I took from the top of the bridge pylon. I think they look pretty cool. What do you think?
All right, we just got the Chinatown here in Sydney, and we're going to go to a pastry place that's down this way. Dragon Pastry. Maybe get a snack here. We're in Chinatown. It's on Dixon Street and Factory Street.
All right, so this is Dragon Pastry, and you know, these are really interesting pastries. They're all different. My favorite was the pineapple one, which is in this photo here. That was great. It was kind of nice to just get a little bit of a snack and chill out for a bit. It was pretty hot this day anyway.
I like the sign on the pole. Racism, not welcome. Okay, this is a really old building across the street here. It says on the top over there, built in 1909. It's well, it says up there vegetable market. So Market City, Patty's Market. I don't know what name they want to give it, but we're going to go over and check it out. That's what we're going to do next. So it looks like it's basically a big indoor mall. All right, we're at the Harley dealership here in Sydney, Australia. And this is the Sydney chapter. Very cool. There's a few of the bikes back here. So this dealership here has a whole floor, second floor of merchandise, but I can't find anything here that's actually a Sydney, Australia logo. It just says, like this one here, Harley Heaven is the store, and they have all the other names on it in Australia. So I don't know. I'd like to have something more exclusive to the space we're in, but if they don't have it, that's okay. I've got a couple of shirts from Melbourne. So, all right. Well, I think we're going to head out of here. And
all right. So we stopped at this place for dinner, Toddy's, and we did have a reservation. We we still had to stand in line for quite a while to wait for our table. The place was absolutely packed. The food was really, really good. Service was really, really good. So it was worth the wait.